So we completed our launcher tube setup, and what we want to do now is we want to actually develop some drawing files for it. So I've got an assembly here, I've got a picture of the end cap, and then I've got a picture of the ring. To get started, we're going to develop a drawing file. I'm going to use the FYE template. If yours is not there, you just need to go into Add and then import the file that you download from Canvas. If not, a size sheet paper should be fine. It's like this one right here. And what it's going to allow me to do is it's going to allow me to add in parts into this. And so I'm going to bring in my end cap here. I'm going to try to find the view, which I believe is from our right here, which is going to be the most descriptive for me. I'm then going to develop a side view. Then another projective view is going to be an isometric view up here. Once those are in place, I'm going to show the hidden lines anywhere where they're at. And I'm going to shade my isometric view. Move it a little further in the corner. You can orient this a little differently. Now I'm going to go in and add the dimensions that I need to sort of interpret this part. So I've got this 0.5 hole in the middle. If I want to change the precision on any number, I'm able to. I've got this ring right here, and I've got my outside dimension. I also have to know how far out this post goes. Right? I then need to know how deep this part is here, and how tall my part is altogether, and the diameter right there. There are additional dimensions we can put in, but that's going to work in this situation. One thing I do want to show you is if I wanted to clean up some of these numbers, so let's say I wanted this to be actually 0.5 instead of 0.57. All I have to do is go into my launcher file. With that, I believe the extrusion is this one right here. Edit it. And I can just make that 0.125. Then go back into my drawing file and select update, and it will update the file for me. Now the last thing to do is I'm going to work with the title block down in the bottom right corner, and I'm just going to add in information about this part before I move on to the next sheet. Now for my next drawing file, I'm going to go in, going to add another sheet. I'm going to insert a view. The insert is going to be of the ring. I'm going to go from the right on that also, right there, and we'll project down and get our side view here. Last thing I want to do is I want to project out and get that isometric. Now we're going to go in, I'm going to set this to a shaded view. I'm going to set this to show my hidden lines, and this also to show my hidden lines. Now I'm going to add in some dimensions. I'll click one here. This is going to want to force the radius, so I'm actually going to get rid of that. And to force the diameter, I just need to select the diameter dimension tool. It'll allow me to put it in. I'm going to go back to standard dimension, And I'm just going to continue adding dimensions into the drawing. I'm also going to add a center line between those two lines there. Last thing with this page, just adding the generic information into the title block. The final step here is just going to be to add the assembly view. So we're going to add another sheet here. We're going to select Insert View, Insert. It's going to be Assembly. We're going to bring our launcher. I want to put it in as a isometric at a 1:1 ratio. And I'm going to color the image. We can just add in stuff in our tile block, and then we're done. There we go. Let's put that up on top of other sheets. Right there. So now that's sheet 1, and if we need to export, it is right there.